yeah.
Did you get that, Wii? Or
I'm really sorry, but I just got on my update. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
But I'm recording now though. So.
Okay, so let's just talk about this.
Alright.
So starting from the follow me.
Yep. We'll get.
Wait.
Starting from the beginning.
Luna's not here yet.
Yeah.
So starting from here, we go with Lucio. We don't force we don't use speed boost right out the point. We wait until we get to this point. We wait for the tracer to confirm where they are. So if they're back right or top left or like in the room, and then we go, okay?
Alright.
So if they're back right and they confirm, Hammond initiates with his hook and goes in. If they're running a May, we should be able to get through no matter what, because the wall wouldn't matter too much.
Right.
Lucio can speed boost us over. So if they go over here, we want to make sure that we can get as much space and try to kill the support as much as possible. So there's two ways the other team would react. One way they would react is go straight towards the support, and when they get to this rock, we rotate towards point, okay? So
right.
If the enemies come straight towards us, we run straight towards point. But if the enemies run straight towards point, and their supports are running to the point from here, so supports here, and they're walking towards our tanks, we just force this fight right here, right? So we force it right here, and then Tracer will go flank from here.
So
and support for the Tracer not to die.
Oh yeah, go through here. Now I'm over here on the support, right? And then right behind.
Wait, let me turn you up real quick. What did you say, Leo?
Sorry. So now I take over here, right? Over here to the support. Right here.
Yeah, tanks. So yeah, if the support's over here, we dive right here.
Right.
But there's two ways they would react. So usually most supports, if we do it correctly, their supports will have no time to react and we kill them instantly. Right? With the 4 people on them, they should die. But if they don't die and they retreat to point, right, which more than likely they will do, unless they move into this room, right?
Right.
Okay, so
you're ready to go point or in here. But if they come in here, we want that. We can just have other room.
yeah,
We cut them off.
we literally kill them.
Okay.
But if they go towards point and their tanks are moving towards us, right? Then we kill their supports, or we make it so they have to flank us.
Right.
Because if we're right here, the only way the DPS can get us is if they're over here. If
Right.
they're running a sniper.
We also are right here in position and take out the support from what little health they have left.
Hanamura too, so we can just use like healing orb, so we always have sustain. And Lucio can frag too.
We can go run this in comp actually.
We have 6, yeah we do. We can, but I think just running through it first is better.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, so okay, do you guys all get that? Pan, do you need me to go through for you? Are you here? Okay. So basically, if their support's right here, we should be able to just run standard how we do it. But let's say if like supports are any closer, so like if they're in this room, right? Let's look for the DPS, okay? So if their supports are here and their DPS are like up on this ledge over here, we can force our DPS.
I think if the DPS are up there, we should actually pressure point first. Use the point as cover. Like maybe play around Bell over here in this corner, around this area.
The problem is
and then
if
let
they
them
boop us.
I mean,
it's
yeah.
really hard if we go to point. Like if we're walking there, depending on what supports we're running, they will die.
Yeah,
that's true.
So like I think diving here would be most optimal, because Mora can fade through the door to here, and we can support her, and Lucio can just go to top. So
why don't we still dive the supports even if they're here? Like even if they're here.
No, if they're not there, say if they're in here, there's no way for us to dive them.
Oh, that's true.
But the only reason is if they're there, we can focus, because their DPS will always be over here.
Right, high ground.
Yeah, because if their supports are there, their supports have to play in that room, and we can force their support with a Winston bubble where they can't heal anymore, and we can kill them. Because if they run into this room, we can chase, and they will get no support from the team. But if anything, more than likely they'll drop, and we can just stay up there, because we can still damage them from, right?
Okay.
We can still damage them from up here.
Yeah.
Right? And their tanks will probably move towards us too, like either this way or force it this way.
Yeah, you're right. Also, the Tracer is gonna be there to harass, so the DPS will probably turn out towards them and easily get great space for us to dive.
Right, so let's go to second point. So second point, I think we don't force the front fight. We go down here, and since we're dive, we don't need to force the high ground. Unless they're running snipers, in which like we force a point first, and if no one drops, like if they give up ticks, as soon as they drop, we just jump on whoever's left up there.
So most likely will be your support or sniper.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, we play on point as much as possible, and if anyone's like, say if Anna's over here, Hammond should instantly dive her, and then Winston and Diva should follow up. But this is all concerned around like making sure we tell our cooldowns. So like if we have our boosters, have our jump, and making sure we're communicating where our positions are. So like say if like we're going in, right? Diva should probably use DM first, and then Winston should bubble after. So Diva can build up, Diva can recharge her DM, and we can fight again. Right? Does everyone understand that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And if this doesn't work out the first time, more than likely we would just have to swap out the Hammond for another TPS, and we just run this again.
Okay.
And remember what we did last time. Remember, we can always just, so another way we can do this is we can all jump from here to over there and flank from that side, remember?
More and make it over here too, right?
Yeah, more can make it over here.
Yeah, from right there
I
over
think
here.
if we're gonna do this, I think we should run a Widow. From here to there. That way the Widow can go through that direction, and we can go through like that side. And
Yeah,
that
so
way we can create like pressure both sides.
Yeah, right, that works. But okay, we can do that. Yeah. But if Hammond's pretty close to ult, I think we just run it through first and see how that goes.
Okay.
Any questions or problems with it? Like anything we have to go through, like positioning wise?
Now, hey, we roll them on the first point. Alright, so we have literally 7 minutes to have a second point. You want to straight the point remain?
Yeah.
Or,
So
alright.
if we steamroll them first point and we can have an early lead, force the point. Force the point with no cooldowns getting there.
Right.
Okay? Because we want them to feel the pressure. Because if we're snowballing and we force point, they're gonna make mistakes, and we just gotta capitalize on picks. So like we can give up point if we can kill their teammates. So like say if Anna comes over here and Lucio's over here, like, and we're on point with our cooldowns up, we can kill one of them for sure. We probably want to kill the Ana first.
Right, she had no mobility.
Yeah, and then we can reset point and make it so that they have to wait for a long time. And remember, we have a Tracer, so Tracer can also say like over here and start just harassing anyone who comes out.
I'm already Tracer.
And Hammond can also harass too.
Right.
So, and what about any other situations?
Say for some reason we're not able to have first point, or second point. So we get in, but it's 2 CPS. When we're trying diving in, we use our ults, and we got about 4 minutes left. When's a good time to say
I don't know.
dive is not working? Switch to a different ult.
I say if nothing is working, we go to goats.
Okay. Is that
So-
at your first try, second try, or after we use our ults, or?
After, let's see, say,
I mean, if we try first try and then we use ults,
yeah,
I'd say we do it.
yeah.
I
After
think
first try,
if we have
use
ults, but it's like hasn't worked once or twice before, I say we just switch right away. Like
Okay.
we don't try a bad comp more than 3 times.
Okay.
I think it depends on the ticks. So I think if we get like a one or two ticks, I think the changing point should be like 3 minutes or 2 minutes if
Yeah.
we have that amount of time.
I think,
To goats.
I mean, if
I
we're
think it's also,
go ahead.
Go ahead with you.
I'm saying if we're snowballing already. I mean, if we have ults on the first point, Hanks might not have ults depending on how much damage she did, but the Tracer might have her ult, or the Moira and Lucia might have their ult.
Yeah.
So
And we can run these standard goats with all we would need is a brig,
Mhm.
rather. So we wouldn't change too much. All we would change would be
The Tracer.
Winston, Tracer, and Hammond.
what we you want to try
We
running
can
a?
also
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
we can also run the other goats version where we run like instead of a Hammond we run a Zarya. So it'd be Winston, Diva, Zarya.
Oh, look.
Yeah. So
Oh.
we would pretty much stay together and we would force picks. Pretty much. So, any
Okay.
other things we need to talk? So swapping is when either A, when we go for the first point and we just straight out like lose even with ults, and then we just swap.
Okay.
I don't think there should be hesitation in it, because if we hesitate, I think we're gonna lose our snowball effect.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
What other maps do we need to? Okay, let's go for defense now.
Yeah, this is the deepest part.
So defense, we more than likely run Orion Zarya. So let's talk about defense. So as most people, we run our Ana Zen over here in this position over here.
Mm-hmm.
So like Ana's over here, Zen's like kind of in front of them. So the most important thing is if they're running dive on us, it's important to call and help your supports no matter what. So even if you're like you have to charge just to get there, like charge.
Also known as counter dive, I guess.
Yeah. And I think one of the DPS should play over here. Like or like in this general area, like right behind the shield or behind this house right here.
What DPS do you have with the Ryan Zarya?
Probably Hanzo.
Hanzo, I think
sniper.
Hanzo May would work best, I think.
Yeah,
Especially
so
for first point.
So I may play it close. Watch time.
So May would be like right here at the tank, and have
Yeah.
Will like right there or over there.
Or Hanzo right here.
Or Hanzo, yeah, Hanzo. So
Yeah,
Hanzo
yeah.
right there, May right there, and tank
Where do
me
you
like
usually
right
go?
here.
I usually play like right here, because it's like a soldier view, and then I go here if I have to, and go boop, and then peek over.
Okay.
So yeah. So positioning wise, Ryan's already will be here. If shield breaks, Brian should go right
Okay.
side.
Right on the right. Okay.
So yeah, so because there's supports, you can see the supports, and the supports can nade you from there,
Mm-hmm.
or like heal you, right? Zarya, you can say, depending on if they have a really strong pushing comp, so like a Lucio, if they can push into you, actually stay on this side.
I was thinking my backup to here that we have where we'll get trapped inside. Like if we get trapped in here, the support they have to move and they're out of position.
I think it
Oh.
depends on what we try to do. Like if
Yeah.
we're running a Mei, definitely try to just go in here and we can trap them, but what if they ignore you and just run straight to a point?
Right.
So you want to bring them over here,
Okay.
and Zarya can bubble you, and then we can heal you from here. Especially with a Mei wall too. If we Mei wall like half their team here and the Ryan is over here,
Mm-hmm.
like you wall the Ryan, so he's safe, and they can't get to him. It's like save. Mei wall is right where you are, right? So like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and the Ryan's over here. We just block them that avenue, and as soon as they push towards like the off tank over here, we can push them in again.
So the Ryan, will be the bait for them to push in for to combat me. Okay.
Yeah. And remember, they will hesitate to push in because there's a Mei.
Right.
And they're gonna try to bait it out as much as possible. So like, wait for them to engage fully.
Mm-hmm.
Is really the most important thing. Okay.
All right. So let's say scenario here is the May works for 2 minutes, so we're good. Is they use all their ults and they have first point.
Mhm.
Now say the May did not use her ult yet, but it's on second point. You want her to use her ult and switch, or
I think depends on how many ults we have in reserve. So like, say if we have Mei ult but no other ults, keep it for defensive. Because even if they try to snowball and go straight to like mid,
Mhm.
then we use Mei ult kind of to stall for time,
Mhm.
right? And to build up our other ults. If they're going straight towards over here, so say like right here, we can still use it. I think the Mei is a fine pick, but after she uses her ult, I think she should swap.
so like I think a mobility hero, like maybe Genji
I
or
think if we ran a Hanzo first point, I think we complement it with either a Genji or a Widow.
Mhm.
Even a McCree would.
Well, it depends on their comp too. Say they're running goats. What would you think?
If they're running goats, I think McCree would be best.
McCree,
Actually,
okay.
McCree
Hey,
or just
go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
McCree
Go
would
ahead.
work best because if he flashbangs the whole team, or if D.Va doesn't eat the flashbang, McCree's right click can almost take down one tank, and we can go in and swing on them.
Mhm.
But
Have you run and dive? So what will you do there?
I would still pick McCree. McCree's flashbang and right click is so overpowered
Yeah, you're
at
right.
this moment. So yeah.
Alright.
But okay. So if they're playing Ryan, if they're running Ryan Zarya and they go through here, I want Ryan drops first, Zarya drops second. and supports stay up here unless they're getting dove by a DPS. So I think one of the DPS will stay with the supports up here, but the supports should always stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like the DPS should stay. One DPS should be over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the other DPS can be over here if needed,
Okay.
or on point with the tank.
Right.
It's like the McCree's with the Ryan and Zarya,
Mm-hmm.
or like the McCree can stay up here, and the Hanzo can play with the tanks because he has more mobility.
Right. Yeah, depends on the
I
snowball
definitely
effect.
think a McCree stays high ground. I know I've lost Hanamura pushes to a McCree just sitting high ground, taking shots until he gets assault.
Yeah, and if anything, we can have the two tanks be up there. But also, let's see. If it calls for it, we can always drop together as a team. So say if they're rushing point, we don't have to rush ourselves. Because if they're rushing on point, their D.Va's gonna be looking at us. Like if they run goats and they have D.Va waiting for the nade, they're gonna wait for that.
Right.
And the moment they let it go down, we can nade.
Right.
Or like we can take 3 shots. But yeah, I think if we drop, hold right here.
Okay.
We don't need to, because like if we hold right here, they have to go here or here, and it denies them any sidelines, denying our sidelines.
Mm.
So we hold right here. Can our Ana see here? Yeah,
We're at right here.
yeah. So our Ana can see you from right here.
Yep.
And they're not put in a dangerous situation. Because they're running goats. They have no mid range unless D.Va literally goes up to us, and which the 2 DPS can literally take 3 shots at her.
Mm-hmm. Now say our Ana's sitting right here and they just go straight for our Ana.
Where?
Like say our Ana's right here and it'll mainly go straight for our Ana. Like literally just straight
If they go
forward.
straight for Ana, Ana you can just walk back here.
Go into her spawn. Right. Okay.
So as soon as if she sees any danger walking straight towards her, just run. There's
Okay.
no point in wasting your life to save it, and she can just walk through the other side.
Right.
And then make sure our so that's why our tank should be positioned right here.
Okay.
So if Ana needs to run away, she can run to the other side and heal you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
Let's
Like,
try
Dan, do you
it.
have any questions or like things you need to say?
Do we have any like designated stall heroes we should play? Like say
Okay.
I'm playing Ryan, you want me to push the ball, or
So,
somebody else the ball?
Stall heroes. If we go stall, Lucio, Mora, Brig, May, Hammond, and D.Va.
Lucio, Moira, Bray, May,
Unless
Hammond,
Winston
Diva.
has ult, go Hammond.
Okay.
Mainly because the adaptive shield is really good. And on top of just like D.Va ults too.
Okay.
And we do Lucio, Brig, and Mora, because all of them have self-sustaining abilities. And if Mora can ult, or Lucio can beat, or Brig can ult, that's really a game changer too.
Mm. Especially the Brig ult, that'll be really good. Okay.
Yeah. And she has a lot of heals, so it's kind of another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we do that, I think we should focus on the main tank for sure. Their main tank should die before anybody else. Or if you see, there's two things we do. If their main tank is free and open, kill him first.
Yeah,
so
this is how it's
we
gonna
get-
go. Boom, there we go.
Okay,
So it's all
main tank first, and then whoever's low, okay?
Okay.
So, the thing with this is, we gotta communicate who's low. So like, say the character. So like, if Zarya's 1 HP, go kill Zarya. If a healer is low, go kill them. If they have abilities and they use them, call it out. It's
Moira, no
important that we
fade, or Brig, no
Mara
bash.
fade,
Okay.
yeah, things that we should know.
Okay.
Any other maps that we really want to go over?
What's another map that we start with these?
I think. Let's go to Anubis. I don't think we've hit on Anubis enough, actually.
We never played it. I mean, I think we played it, what, twice, maybe?
Yeah, let me restart. Okay. So let's go to Anubis. I think Anubis we can run the same thing when it comes to. Let's see.
Oh, we want to offer attack or defense.
Alright, which one do you want to do first? Defense or attack?
Out there. We can do defense. You're already over there, so.
Okay, let's go defense first. So defense, we can do a couple things. We can run the Ryan Zarya, or we can run the Roadhog Orisa. We can run pretty much everything right here, right? So different starting points for every comp. Dive starts here. Ryan Zarya starts here. Orisa Hog starts here. Okay. So the most important thing is knowing the differences between the two sides. So if they go right side, it's a choke. We don't need to hold close. We can wait over here, and we can spam the shit out of them. But if they go left or right, if they go left this way, we gotta understand that they're gonna try to go either high ground to force us onto point, or they're gonna try to flank us. Okay. So like say they're going over, they literally go all the way around and force and hold here.
Right. Well, if you're sitting up there, you're not contesting the point. You're not in the sight lines or just spam them.
So here's two things I want to say. If we're losing this first fight over here, so say if we're right here and they push straight through like main, right? We don't need a forced point. We can give up 2 ticks and then fight them. But that's only if we're 100% sure we will lose that fight. Okay.
I have an idea for how we can do maybe on defense here.
What?
How position we can do maybe like with the Orisa Roadhog.
Orisa Roadhog? I think if we run Orisa Roadhog, I think we have to run. I think what I would feel like we would run a Lucio Ana. Because here's the reasoning for that. The reason we would run Lucio Ana is because Lucio can move us to a position and rotate us quicker. So say if we lose if we don't lose anybody, but they're rushing through like they're rushing through main, right? If we need to fight, like we're a brawly comp, follow me. We reset into this right room over here.
Okay, where are you at right here? Okay. Yep.
So this will be our reset spot.
Okay.
And we can hold point right here, where Ryan holds this.
Oh, and you have to have back then too.
Yeah, there's also a health back, so if you need it. We're gonna hold over here, where we deny the Widow sidelines. Like this. So we can hold over here or over here. Okay.
You would think... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
This will be our regroup spot. So we regroup over here. Okay. What do you want to say, Will?
Well, I was thinking with the Orisa Hog is, you know, the original Hog would be, I'm thinking Orisa Hog with the shot Bastion, Orisa Hog, Bastion, Widow, with Shelana. And the Widow, on the first time we set up, we had Widow play Sim, keeping everybody up here, up top.
Yeah.
And then the Sim go back to point, the Widow come back, and she'll have enough time.
If we run, why don't we just keep the Sim then?
We keep the Sim. I was saying she would have time to go back with Lucio.
Yeah.
Then Lucio can just wall right back up.
It depends on what comp we run.
Yeah. That's just a suggestion. It just depends on what team we play and what we know we'll play. So.
But most times, like, if we need to regroup into this room, okay?
If we want to run that, I think there's just a Ryan Zarya or dive or just something easy. So.
General defense. Most times, the general defense for this is we want to avoid Widow sidelines. So like we want to deny their sidelines. Like we can play right here, where Widow can't get to us. We can play in this corner where we have kind of an advantage. We don't force that pick, and if they do, we can fight. Or like we want to use these little angles. We don't want to stand on point like awkwardly like. So, like we don't want to stand right here, and over here on this side, and force them to take a weird angle on us.
Right. So we want to like hold that right here. How about Orion? Like if they're pushing the point, we can't hold up top. Orion will be like right here. Everybody will be behind them. Okay.
We want to hold this because like, see how this is like in a little circle?
Yeah.
If they're all grouped up in here, it's a lot easier for us to mow them down. Right?
And Will has
to.
a.
Like if we were to play like right here.
Will has an angle right here at the arch, but she doesn't have one right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Nice.
Second point rotation. Weird, because I think for second point we run a Sombra.
Ryan Zarya, I definitely think Ryan Zarya second point. I think he always pretty
Ryan
good.
Zarya, yeah, Ryan Zarya, we can run a Winston Diva too.
We can, yeah.
We've done it before.
It just depends on if we're gonna snowball or not. we were able to stabilize from first point.
Yeah, I think May is a good pick here also. May just being able to wall them and we just focus on target. I think Zen, and this, I think we go to a Mora, Zen Mora.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So basically we do the same thing. Hold here, Winston Diva can hold here, right? And then if we run a Sombra May, right? Sombra can be over here. So Sombra can be literally right here, or like one of these two sides. So you see either over here or here, and just call out when they're coming in. And what the Sombra does is literally just annoy the enemy team. So we want to force it so it's 2 fights.
Okay.
So what? Go ahead.
So I remember we used to run the Diva here inside of the Ren's area, where I'd set up there, right here in the little ledge, and Winston would be here with me as well. And what we'd do would dive them every time they'd come in from whichever direction they come in from, making sure that the supports are over here, I guess. And so whenever they do dive us, if they come to that side, we can always just, you know, dive them through around this area. From that position, we can dive them there from that position. So would you instead want to run dive instead of the Ren's area there? I mean,
I think it just depends on how snowballing they are. So if they're snowballing really hard, and we're already on like Ryan's area, stick with Ryan's area. If they're not snowballing, we can run a Winston Diva and slowly win it out. Because of our survivability. So, and another thing I have to say is if we're running dive, don't use cooldowns to drop down. So like just drop. You don't need to use cooldowns to go.
Yeah, and you still do the damage too.
Yeah. If they dive over on this side, what's really important is that we call it out early, and that's why we run a Sombra May, where Sombra's right here, calling out where they're going. Okay. Either here, you see where I am right here, guys?
Yeah, I see. That's where Sombra is, right?
Sombra here, or Sombra in there, or Sombra like in this general area where she.
Sombra everywhere.
Where the Sombra will call out the positioning of the enemy team. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. And then.
But we need to make sure we do not overcommit in any capacity. Like it's not definitely a harder comp to run though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like.
I think for supports want to avoid sightlines as much as possible, like enemy sightlines, and that's really important because if they run a Widow, a good way to do it is we can run here, where the Widow literally has to either peek this or peek that, or stay over here. Like we don't need to force anything. Like you can, if you jump up, you can heal from here. If you're running a Zen can just orb you, so make sure Zen is in your sightlines.
I think just playing the shadowed area is just basically it for healers. Don't even go here, because if you go here, you take on sightlines from there. So just play the shadow area. Yeah.
Never go into here. This is death. This is actual death. Unless you absolutely have to go in here because like a Diva Bomb or say like Genji Blade, like don't go in here. This is literally only if you have nowhere else to go. Okay. Okay. What about attack? So attack, I think it depends on the enemy team. So I think for the first run, I think for the first run of everything, we run goats.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think that's just the safest option for us, and it's just the fastest way to do this.
Yeah,
so,
we either speed through mid, under bridge, or we can go to right. I mean, sorry, left, and then go up there and win the brawl.
If you're running goats, we go top right. Mainly because my two things I've noticed is that if our Diva isn't gonna eat the anti, I'd rather just go as top right, and we just go and fall on point.
Wait, has there always been a
far
bot
top
here?
right, like mid top right, like middle top right, right? This one, and not that one.
No, up here.
All the up here. Okay.
Like if we can do this middle one and force them as long. The one condition of this is Diva has to eat nade. Like Diva just needs to focus on whoever the third support is. So if the Zen, because there's 3, there's the Mora, the Zen, and the Ana. The Diva is the key to destroying the key, because saying like they have to eat the nade, the ball, or just like they just have to assassinate pretty much whoever the third one is, or to deny value out of it.
The reason I was saying that is because if we go through this door, they'll typically not be as dense in this area. Like all 6 of them won't be here, which means we can probably like barge through them and get some damage done to where we can probably get a pick really fast, and then that can probably snowball. That was the reason why. Because like typically, you know, you'd be positioned like up here or like up there. You know, they'll be all over the place because obviously it's Temple of Anubis. So if we can force them to come up here and deal with us, if anybody makes that mistake, we can easily just pick them off.
Yeah. I think another thing we could do is we can have the, if we're going here, right? We can have the brig split off and just try to cap point while they're doing that. So it forces them to either choose what if they fight here, or if they drop down and try to fight our brig. And then if they fight our brig, we can speed it. Try to fight them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I think the best thing when it comes to Temple of Anubis is like separating them in any way. Separating them will probably win this first point very fast.
So I think we need to talk about goats. Like, Diva's kind of the most important role in it, I would say.
She's gone.
Because Diva is like the only way we're able to contest like high ground or eat nades or deny a lot of the value.
Yeah.
So like, if anything does happen, say like there is a Widow or there is an Ana, we gotta call that out so everyone knows. And especially for the Diva, we gotta make it so they're free to do what they want or they need to do and are able to do. What else is there?
Oh well, next point.
Next one? Okay.
Alright, so we at this point, we hey, we at it the first time we get the second try. So we have about 2 minutes, or 6 minutes.
Yeah, so run straight to point. So with target calling, I think there's 2 ways we can do it. If we will call target, or so if we will call target, we focus them unless there's 2 things. If someone else is low, 1 HP, if you can help kill that person, go for it. If you can't, make sure the main tank is staying alive. Okay? And another thing is like, if 3 people die, and you have to make the decision to back up, and if someone calls to back up without dying. Say like if all 6 of us are here, right? And 3 of us die, well, 3 of us died alts, right? Just back up. We got value out of those alts. So like, if they use alts and they kill us, then we got value out of it, right?
Right.
But if we like change like 1 alt for like 3 of theirs, that's also when we can just back up, reset, and go again. Go ahead.
So if Ghost does fail, I think one of the things I've noticed is that one of the most effective comms to run on here is typically like Nanoblade. The reason being, like, you know, if we can bait out the Zen ult, assuming they have one, or like a Lucy ult, and we Nanoblade, typically we end up winning the fight because they really don't have anywhere to run here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's all area. There's no high ground per se, except for like there, but who the hell runs here? So yeah.
So if Goats fails twice, this Goats is pretty. I think we go to Ryan Zarya, Ana Lucio, Genji Doomfist.
Genji Doomfist? Okay.
Mainly because we want to be able to get Doom into there, and Doom's a great initiator.
Yep, I agree.
Compared to everybody else. Okay. So there's 2 ways we do this. If we're running Ryan Zarya, if we're running Goats, I feel like the most optimal way, if they're not running, is to run straight through them. If they're running Mei, follow me. So here's how we're gonna do it. You guys watched that Reinhardt video, right? Did you guys watch that Reinhardt video with the weird chatter?
Oh, one about Anubis?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna shatter them.
Alright.
Right through here.
Huh.
Okay? And we're gonna kill them.
Right. It will affect it.
So basically, if they're running Mei, if they wall us off here, they get no value out of it because we can just back out, or the Ryan can run away. Like there's no way the Ryan cannot, because they would have to hold here, and if they hold here in this little choke right here, we can support them because Lucio can boop up the walls, boop them out, or like we can climb off. But we really want to use speed boost to make sure that we go over here. Because we want to take the least amount of damage as possible and force the fight over here.
Where was the run spot again? Sorry.
So it's in tips and tricks.
I know. I don't remember.
So if Ryan shatters right here, it will go through.
Right here?
Yeah, right here.
Well, where will it go to?
Good point.
It'll go across.
As far as the shatters would normally go. Mode.
So like right
Okay,
here.
so okay.
So we want to bait them into this area.
So basically, you all we got right here. Just half of
wall them
the,
off, too.
just half of the point right here. They're all shattered.
They wall them off right there.
Okay. I think just 2 maps is fine for tonight. Any like questions or like things we need to practice on?
One hit at a time to switch off it goes. It's not working.
Go.
Same thing as last time.
One will lose.
Yeah. What if we're losing though? If we lose the first fight, and we use ult, I think it's time to swap. Because we're not gonna win with ults, then we gotta swap and try our different comp.
So we're gonna try it with DPS. I think Run's already still the best for attack. I still think Lucio is a must pick as well. DPS, I'm thinking
Genji do.
Injured Doom. Okay. Injured Doom and Anna for hitting Anna lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are we all good?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay. Well, you guys can go to sleep now. I just want to make sure that we got some map practices in.